Nick Vujicic was born without arms, without legs, no warning, no medical explanation. Just a baby with no limbs. Doctors didn't know how to explain it. His parents didn't know how to accept it. They loved him deeply, but fear followed them everywhere. Fear of his future, fear of his pain, fear of a world that can be cruel to anyone who looks different. As Nick grew up, reality became heavier. Children stared. Some laughed. Some whispered. Some asked questions that hurt more than silence. At school, Nick felt like a mistake. Not broken, but unwanted. He watched other children run, play, and fight. Things he could never do. He began to believe one thought that slowly destroyed him. I am a burden. At the age of 8, Nick tried to end his life. He leaned forward in the bathtub, hoping to drown. Not because he hated life, but because he felt life had no place for him. At the last moment, he remembered his parents' faces. He stopped, but the pain didn't disappear. Years passé. Nick learned to live without limbs, but he hadn't learned how to live with hope. He asked questions no child should have to ask. Why am I here? What is my purpose? What can I offer this world? One day, someone asked Nick to give a short speech at his school. He was terrified. He had nothing to show, no achievements, no success story, just his body and his pain. But when he spoke, something unexpected happened. People listened, not because of how he looked, but because of what he said. For the first time, Nick realized something life-changing. His weakness was not his body, it was his belief. Nick began to speak more. He shared his story honestly. The shame, the anger, the suicidal thoughts. He didn't hide his scars. And the world responded. Nick learned to swim. He learned to surf. He learned to write, speak, and travel. Not easily, not comfortably, but courageously. Today, Nick Vujicic travels the world, speaking to millions. He's a father. He runs organizations that inspire people across continents. The boy who once tried to end his life now saves lives, not because his body changed, but because his mind did. Nick once said something that silences every excuse. If I can laugh without arms and legs, you can smile with everything you have. If a man born with nothing can build a life full of meaning, what excuse still controls you? Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of being imperfect. Your limitation may be real, but your surrender is optional. This is Reflect and Rise, where real stories remind us of our real strength. Remember this, you don't need everything to start. You need courage to begin. And sometimes, your biggest weakness is the very thing that will change someone else's life.